Hey guys, today we're looking at 4 different chord progressions that are part of some upcoming quizzes that you want to be prepared for. New chords are going to be B7, F, and B minor. You're also going to want to be comfortable with A minor as well. So the first one we're going to look at is E, A, B7A, and I'm going to play it through for you a couple times, and I'll try and get my web camera down close. E. When you go to A, remember your first finger slides forward, you make the splits around it. B7 is a 4-finger chord, kind of a challenging one. Back to A, and then repeat. So B7 being the new chord, there's not really coming from the A anything that is a common pivot point kind of transition. However, coming from E to B7, your middle finger stays planted. As I change, my middle finger stays right there in the 2nd fret box. And if you're playing along in the key of E, a lot of times you'll go directly to B7 like that. So let me try and move my webcam down, see if we can give you a little bit better of an angle here. So here's our E chord. If we go to B7, back to E, B7, notice my middle finger is staying planted. If we go to E to A, that's the best look there. And then we go to B7, so here's A. When I go to B7, my middle finger pops up a string, so that's a simple little motion there, and then B7 drops in, back to A, E. Okay? The next chord pattern is A minor C G D, which is radioactive. Remember, A minor is the exact same chord shape as E major, just down a set of strings. So here's E major, one of the chords we know best. A minor is right down there. So here's A minor. And when I go to C, my ring finger is the only one that moves. It comes from underneath to kick out there. C, G, D, A minor, C, G, D, A minor. Okay, so it's a little bit tricky going from the D to the A minor, but that's where we're at now. So good. The next one is C, F, G, F. The F I'm playing is sometimes we call it like the cheater F, where you play F and your fingers right here are making just a little mini bar over the E and the B strings in the 2nd fret box, okay? So when I come from C, these 2 fingers here, middle and ring, just drop down a set of strings. My elbow comes close to my body, and 1 is covering 2 strings in the 1st fret box. G, we're really comfortable with. Back to F is a pretty big transition. And when I go to C, these fingers just move up, and C now just covers the B string in the 1st fret box. If I want to do the full bar chord F, I'm playing here. This finger, my ring finger, doesn't move, and I make an E shape with fingers 2, 3, 4, and my 1 covers everything in that 1st fret box. It's covering all 6 strings. When I go back to G, F, C. Okay, so I wouldn't recommend you do the full bar F to start. I think this one elbow coming in on the F works just fine. If you want to go full bar F, you can do that and that finger stays planted there. Of course, you could also do full bar F doing this. F, sliding up 2 frets to G. F, G would be the same shape up on the 3rd fret box. F, and that's how an electric guitar player would mostly take that on. So if we're going to look at the B minor chord, what a good way to start is the A minor chord, which we know well. And if you refinger it, so you're using fingers 2, 3, 4 rather than 1, 2, 3. So the regular way of playing A minor, my pinky's not doing anything, right? If I refinger it, so I'm using 2, 3, 4, and now my first finger's not doing anything, there's A minor. If I slide up fingers 3 and 4 into the 4th fret box, and I put my first finger in the 1st fret box, and I strum these 4 strings, that's B minor. I can also kick my first finger all the way through the entire 2nd fret box, and that's how you get the full bar B minor. This B minor, you want to be careful to not hit the E string or really the A string. This one you can do all of them. Okay, so as we come from G to B minor, what you want to do is your first finger is going to drop into that 2nd fret box on the E string. Your second finger is going to go out and you're going to do that. Now we talk about not making those kind of spider motions where they go ding 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 and they go like that. We kind of want to just hit them. But as you're learning a new chord, it's kind of okay for right now to make your B minor look like that. C, G, 2, 3, going to B minor, going to C. And this time I'll do the full bar chord B minor, G, B minor, C, and D. Okay, so these are really kind of hard to learn on your own, and you know, without me being there to kind of get to move your fingers a little bit. So they're going to be a challenge. So make sure you look at them. Make sure you look at that new chord packet that we have online that's got the B7 and the F and the B minor chords in it, and pay attention to what your fingers are doing while they move around. Okay, like what stays planted, what can move, that kind of stuff. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but I think with some practice, you guys can get that done. So, all right, good luck. Chord patterns to be looking at is E, A, B7A. A minor, C, G, D, which is radioactive, C, F, G, F, and G, B minor, C, D. Okay? All right, go Hounds.